Hello everyone, so we have quite a bit of new gameplay for Dragon Ball FighterZ, so with that being said, let's just get straight into this gameplay analysis. So firstly, we see the title menu. Now keep in mind, this is just for this very special build that they use to demonstrate the game off in the live stream. When a game does come out, expect at least 2 more options here, those being multiplayer, like online, and options. Here we see the character select menu. Now keep in mind, it's already been confirmed that there definitely 100% will be more characters than the 6 you see here. Now by how many, I have no idea, but this tells me a few things. Firstly, this Goku, as far as we know so far, this Goku is his own thing. And by that I mean, it's just Super Saiyan 1 Goku. Yes, you can go to Super Saiyan 3, but we think, and I'll get into this in a little bit, but we think when you go Super Saiyan 3, that's part of an ultimate attack, like an ultimate barrage. Then you finish him off with the true Kamehameha. Again, we'll get into it later. And secondly, well, base form Goku is in the game, the model is there, and we'll get into that in a sec as well, but you can't play as him. Now, will they add a different Goku in later on, which is the Resurrection F or the Dragon Ball Super Saiyan Blue Goku? We don't know, but as it stands right now, it's only Super Saiyan 1 Goku they can freely play as. Same thing applies for Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan. If you pick him as your lead, he'll start off as a Super Saiyan 1 and transform into Super Saiyan 2, and then the fight will start. As already mentioned, as of right now, we just do not know how many characters there will be in Dragon Ball FighterZ, but I think we may get some sort of scope of how many characters will be in by looking at this, I guess, like this abstract pattern you can see right next to the character slots, like those like what, squares, rectangles. So I don't know if this is something that's going to, like, I don't know if you take those 6 characters and then, like, if you cut and paste those, like, so it fills up the entire screen. Like, I don't know if that's how many characters will be, like, if that makes sense. If so, then unfortunately, and well, I say unfortunately, but this is to be expected, but that means that there's only going to be about 20 characters. Again, this is me just speculating. I don't know, we have to wait and see. Next, we see the stage selection screen, and to reinforce my last point, if you look under these 2 options, like under the World Tournament stage and Planet Namek, there's like nothing there. There's like not any of those boxes there, like those rectangles. So maybe there's only going to be, I don't know, like a handful of maps, like what, maybe 8? Again, we don't know, I'm just speculating, but I think with a game like this, you need to expect like there to be like not that many characters compared to previous games, and same thing for the stages. When the battle starts, we see Gohan turn Super Saiyan 2 and we see Perfect Cell powering up. Now this is fun and everything, but I just have the feeling that this will get stale very, very fast, and I don't know if it's because of the live stream or because of the quality of the video itself, but most notably, when Cell is like talking, it's not in 60 FPS. I don't think, like, it's just like very choppy and it just looks very awkward, at least to me. Yeah, again, like, I don't know if that's just because of the live stream or the video itself, but I do hope this gets fixed in the final release because it just looks very, very weird, and to some extent it does strain my eyes. When you knock out one of your opponents on the enemy team, a little cutscene will play if you send them flying away, I suppose, and then the other character will come in, or like the next character on the team. Again, yes, this looks fun and everything, but I just see this getting repetitive and stale quite fast. With a game like this, I think they really need to really like emphasize like the small qualities and like really focus on those. For example, and this is me nitpicking to like the highest degree here, but when Gohan sends Cell into that building, like the audience on the World Tournament stage just like they just couldn't care. Like if I was there, I'd be looking at the impact. So I just hope that gets like changed in the future, because again, with a game like this, because we're guessing it's not going to have that many characters and maybe not a story mode, or at the very least the story mode isn't going to be as intense as our other games. Like it's going to be quite bare bones. Like with the small details like this, they really need to focus in on them and make sure that they nail them. Here we see Gohan trying to charge up something, but Goku hits him at like the last second, which of course will cancel it out. But Gohan does it again and he's actually successful, and that starts a little rush, in which case you'll send your opponent flying into the air. That Team Rocket meme will appear. So we've seen this happen with, I believe, Frieza doing this to Goku, so I'm guessing this is going to be a universal attack. And perhaps this is the only way you can initiate air combat. And with that being said, Gohan goes for a heavy sledgehammer here, which sends Goku back to the ground, and that returns you to the ground combat. Here we see Goku firing a few ki blasts, and he sends them both towards his opponent and he shoots them up when Gohan is on the ground. So it looks like there will be the option to control which direction your ki blast goes in, at least to some extent. I don't think we'll have like free range over it, like it will just be either straight or, you know, 45 degrees from your position. I'm guessing this is to try and cancel out when your opponents go for assists, and again we'll get into that in a little bit. Here we see Goku doing something that looks like the Super Kaioken technique, but unfortunately it's not. Unless, of course, they've changed it for this game, which I doubt because he doesn't shout Kaioken or Super Kaioken. Now that doesn't mean this attack won't be in the game, because as of right now we simply do not know. I just think this is a sort of throwback to some extent to when Goku powered up against Perfect Cell at the start of the Cell games, hence the red lightning that is still here. Gohan uses the Vegeta assist here, but immediately gets punished for it, hence why Goku just hits Vegeta and that cancels out of the assist. And it looks like when you attempt an assist, regardless if you're successful or not, you will be grayed out for like a certain time, so it's like a cooldown, which should hopefully prevent spam. Immediately when the second round starts, Vegeta goes for the Frieza assist, which I believe is the psychic move, the evasive from Xenoverse 1 and 2, but of course it's not an evasive here, it's like a telekinesis attack, I assume. Next we see Vegeta getting Goku in a bit of a combo, but here you can see that the bars on the bottom, for Vegeta it was 5, but he gets Frieza in, and I believe he like quick switches into Frieza, and Frieza goes for either a super or an ultimate attack, which is his Nova Strike, which is the attack he used on Goku when Goku became a Super Saiyan on Namek, like the Kamehameha Nova Strike beam struggle, I guess you could call it like a beam struggle, like that meme. But it does look like you'll be able to switch quickly into your teammates and go for an ultimate. So this tells me that they are going really in depth with like the combo systems and mechanics and just the possibilities that they could provide. Here we see Frieza using the Death Cycle Bomb, which of course is the attack he used to kill Krillin on planet Namek, and of course to trigger Goku's Super Saiyan transformation. But it looks like here it's a counter, which I find very interesting because I just can't really see what he's countering. So I mean, you know, I'm sure as the game continues or as we get more footage, we'll be able to see this more clearly. But as of right now, I can't really see what he's doing, unless Majin Buu was going to like maybe shoot a key blast at him, then teleport, or go for like a combo which will, you know, teleport you behind your opponent like in the Tenkaichi games. Again, I don't know, but as we get more gameplay, I'm sure this will become more clear. Going to the next fight, we see Goku switching into Gohan, and I just love like how he does it, like he's jumping in the air, then gets Gohan in to like dash into Cell. This looks very nice. We also see Gohan using the same power-up that Goku used in the previous fight, which changes his lightning to red rather than blue because he's a Super Saiyan 2 that unintentionally rhymed. But yeah, so this just reinforces that this isn't indeed Super Kaioken. When Goku switches in after Cell gets KO'd, we see Goku in a green or a turquoise and dark blue gi. Now, I was going to mention this before this fight started, but I just didn't want to really spend that much time on it. But okay, so I think there's like at least 4 different colours that you can pick for each character. So it looks like, at least right now, if Mecha Frieza is in, as an example, it won't be an alternative costume for Final Form Frieza, it'll be his own thing. I believe one of Frieza's alternative colours is like, he's got dark skin and like his purple trim, I guess you could say, like the purple spots are, I believe, a deep red, which it looks pretty nice, but this just tells me that they're expecting people to use like the same characters for the fights, given it's going to have a small character roster. So again, like that's just to be expected right now. Also here we see Final Form Frieza charging up his ki, and I do believe that the ability to charge up is something that every single character will now have, and we've not had that since, I believe, Battle of Xeno. Yes, in Xenoverse 1 and 2, for your credit characters you could give them a charge attack, but not every single cast character had one of those abilities. So just a little thing, you know, it's great that it's returned. Here we see Frieza transform into Golden Frieza. Now this is big because we didn't know if in battle transformations would be a thing, and well, you know, that of course they are. This took Frieza 3 bars of, I guess, ki or stamina or whatever it's called to actually turn golden. I believe this is a timed transformation and Frieza's stamina would go down, or like after a certain time he'll just revert back to his final, quote unquote, final form. And you'll see why in a little bit, because I believe Sorbet comes in automatically when you revert back to your base form if you're in your golden form. Not too sure, again we'll get into it in a little bit because this video is coming to an end now. But later on, well, as you can see right here, Goku turns Super Saiyan 3, and like I've already mentioned, this looks like it's its own attack. By that I mean you won't have free range or control when you're in the Super Saiyan 3 form, because it did look like then, because the video, well not the video, but the fight did end and like it cut off, but it did look like that once the true Kamehameha fired, Goku reverted back to Super Saiyan 1. So I don't think this is going to be like its own transformation in the sense that you'll be able to use it as like a power boost. It's like its own attack. Vegeta goes for his ultimate, which is of course the Final Flash, and it looks like an ultimate has to actually hit your opponent and they can't be blocking it for it to actually destroy the planet, if indeed every single stage can be destroyed. For example, I don't know if the World Tournament stage can be destroyed. I mean, you know, probably, but as of right now, we don't know. I mean, you can see right there, once the Namek stage is destroyed, it goes to the ruined Namek stage, or like the dynamic level. So just keep that in mind. Finish off this analysis video. Here we see Frieza drop out of his garden form and Silver is nowhere to be seen. There is a gameplay video somewhere, I can't remember where it is, but there is a gameplay video somewhere where Frieza drops out of his garden form and Silver comes in with the assist of like the Death Laser Ring that he used on Super Saiyan Blue Goku in the movie, and I believe just Base Goku in the Resurrection F arc in Dragon Ball Super. So this tells me that maybe it's like some sort of I don't know, like some sort of item that you can maybe equip, or you know, there's like a random chance for it to activate, or maybe because they are on a ruined or like a destroyed stage, Silver was killed in the explosion, I don't know. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. Do let me know if you want to see more analysis videos on Dragon Ball FighterZ, because there's like more gameplay that I haven't even touched yet. So with that being said, thank you once again for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.